Catherine Imuragiet, KTN Nairobi.
Is Kenya on track to meet its goal of planting at least 15 billion trees by 2032? Well, that's the question that continues to dog Kenya's pursuit of environmental sustainability. Even though the ambitious goal has gained traction through tree planting initiatives, experts reckon that the ambitious plan is likely to suffer setbacks if several factors are not incorporated in the exercise. Here is Gloria Milimu with more.
The state's overly ambitious 15 billion tree planting initiative continues to gather pace, with this year's Mazingira Day commemoration targeting the planting of at least 71 million fruit seedlings in schools. And as the government races to fast-track its landscape restoration initiative launched in December 2022 that has seen at least 1 billion of the targeted 15 billion trees planted before 2032, the target now hangs in the balance.
The bottleneck that we have had over the last 2 years is the availability of seedlings. We have asked the Ministry of Education, and the PS is here, to work with the members of parliament so that we access budget.
The government needs to lead in terms of making sure that out of 1 billion that have been planted, how many have survived? I think we should be talking about the survival, because planting is just one step.
As the conservation efforts gain momentum, with President Ruto indicating that the 2024 drive saw at least 750 million trees planted, experts reckon that preparation ought to have preceded this year's initiative. And whether that happened or not is a matter of time. Factors like space and sensitization are among issues the advice need to be factored in the planting exercise.
Let us talk about avocado. So if you plant that tree, so the spacing should be 5 meters by 5 meters. So in 1 hectare, which is about 2.5 acres, you will need to plant 400 trees. So a school to plant 2,000 fruit trees, then it need about 12.5 acres of land.
For the seedlings to thrive, it's not just about digging a hole, transplanting it, then water it for the day and wait for a germination miracle to occur. Environmentalists say that site matching is a process that cannot be overlooked.
We need to make sure that we are planting the right trees in the right place at the right time.
President Ruto seeks to increase the country's forest cover to at least 30% by 2032. The ambitious plan, however, continues to face setbacks from meager resource allocation for the cause to loss of forest cover since the campaign started in 2022. For the country to plant the 15 billion trees by 2032, the government will need to ensure at least 1.5 million trees are planted annually, a venture that will cost not less than 125 million shillings per month and 4 million trees each day. On this day alone, the government had to part with at least 11 billion shillings, given that it sought to plant at least 71 million seedlings at a cost of 150 shillings each. Yet, the resource allocation for tree planting and management has been wanting. In the last financial year 2023-2024, only 14.3 billion shillings was allocated for tree planting. The year before that, a paltry 10 billion shillings was allocated for the exercise. This, according to experts, is short of the projected 600 billion shillings required to cater for the 10 years period the country intends to achieve the 30% forest cover. And now, for the country to achieve the 30% forest cover by 2032, experts advise they need to allocate sufficient funds to cater for the cause and also sensitization of the public on the importance of environmental conservation. Gloria Milimu, KTN.
Now, from matters environment.